Oh, here we are back in Elder Scrolls again. I'm not playing the same character, but I am still playing an Ord. Hi.
How dare you allow this to continue?
One more thing. Just in case. Just in case me old buddy ever decides to come back. I've got it streaming to Discord too.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
So I logged in a little bit ago. And I had completely forgot that
abandon us if a Dominion soldier communes with it.
we had to get the younger kids to bed. So we went and took them for a walk. And I had left this running for the older two kids to mess around with while I was gone. Getting the other two to sleep. And apparently, they had decided to try and take on a world boss all by themselves. On this character who's... what is he? What is he? He's level... oh, he's level 33. Right. And obviously my item set's not great. I'm only two star as far as item sets goes. So it didn't work out very well for him, but I completely forgotten when I logged back in. I was instantly getting my ass kicked by some fucking mobs. It wasn't the world boss, but it was the mobs that hang around the world boss apparently, so I had to quickly run over here to get away from all of that shit. Which is okay. This is my main character, Alaric Valisson. If you want me to explain the name sometime, I will. Both the first and last name actually have meanings, but most importantly, both of those names fit a Nord pretty well. Especially the last name, because the last name is very much Nordic. God, I love these Argonian Sandmares. They're very, very fun to look at. Is there...
What separates us one from the other?
yeah, that's the kind of stuff I was looking for.
Skin, blood and bone. We are one in the hist, of course.
No, nothing separates us.
What do we have
The
in
Hist is
here?
Then, now, and forever. We are always one in the Hist.
There's nothing, there's no actions here. Slots, yes. When quaternary action, tertiary action, secondary action. I don't know when those things come into effect. I don't think I've ever had to think of it that way before. Utility wheel? What I want to know assassination camera, yes, of course.
I ask you, Scale Scholar, what is the Hist?
The trees themselves, the ground beneath our feet, the water that flows down the river, the breath of a new eggling.
All are correct. The Hist flows from the sap to our veins and connects everything in between.
What I would like is some kind of in-game shortcut for taking a screenshot, you know? But you never know. Intact might have something like that. Oh, chat camera? Pref camera. Oh, picking cam. Switch to static. You know what? I am going to.
What separates us one from the
I'm
other?
gonna do that. Just because.
Scale,
Sometimes-
skin, blood, and bone.
Oh
We
shit.
are one in the Hist, of course.
No,
That was
nothing
it.
separates us.
Unbind.
The Hist is then,
This is
now,
the one.
and forever. We are always one in the Hist.
Sometimes I like when I'm on my mount, I'll leave my preferred camera just so I can look at the mount, and then it won't let me go back to preferred camera until I reload. So I'm gonna try and see if that helps. Yeah. Those balloons. Okay. The fuck is Mora's boons? Really? I didn't know I could select targets like with like a normal MMO. I've never known that. Playing this for years, I never knew that. Yeah. Since when do you get that many options? I don't know.
Another question. The river's current carries away an egg brother. What do you feel?
I feel nothing. My egg brother would be one with the Hist.
For a
Return
character
and
name.
hold.
Those we meet on the river nourish us just as the Hist does. Enjoy their presence, mourn their loss, and rejoice in the Hist.
I bubble for myself. I speak. No, I don't need that. I have nameplates off, yeah. Combat. I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem with any of that shit. No, I'm never gonna change that. Because that's the default that it was on the Xbox when I used to play. What? I need to see what that's like. We're gonna start with it off though. I have combat cues off. That's like the cartoony special effects that they give you when to telegraph enemy enemy attacks.
What separates us one from the other?
Scale, skin, blood, and bone. We are one in the Hist, of course.
No, nothing separates us. The Hist is then, now, and forever. We are always one in the Hist.
So what? So it's not in nameplates. It's not the overhead health bar that I'm worried about. What I want is like...
I'll be at this again tomorrow.
I ask you, Scale Scholar, what is the Hist?
The trees themselves, the ground beneath our feet, the water that flows down the river, the breath of a new eggling.
All are correct. The Hist flows from the sap to our veins and connects
I'm not gonna ever use them anyway. Oh, here we go. How about that? Okay. So anyway, there was a thing about hiding polymorph helmets. Now I'm gonna pick up polymorph. First, I'm gonna take that off. I should have a polymorph. Oh, I don't have any polymorphs. Damn it. That means I'll have to test it next time I play
What
PTS.
separates us one from the other?
Scale,
Maelstrom.
skin, blood, and bone.
Baron.
We are one in the Hist, of course.
I don't even have the skeleton anymore, huh?
Nothing separates us.
It's kinda
The Hist
sad.
is then, now, and forever. We are always
Alright.
one in the Hist.
So to explain why I've been playing this game so long, and my main character is only level 33, is there's a few reasons for that.
What is it?
For one, this version of the game, the PC version that I use, is actually very old. I got this during beta. Like the original beta for this. Long time ago. My very first character was actually a dual-wielding Nord sorcerer. I don't know what happened to him. I'm guessing maybe maybe early characters got wiped at some point. I don't know. But my computer was shit back then, so I didn't really use it. If I can do that, I should be able to use it to do screenshots, right? Anyway,
What kind of monster orders our hatchlings murdered? I spit in Queen Iren's eye.
ooh. There we go. Yes, I can take screenshots again. Oh, hell yes. For some reason, some of my Steam games won't let me take screenshots using the F12 button. Which, in case you don't know, which you probably do, if you're watching YouTube videos, I'm guessing you probably have a Steam account. But F12 is for screenshots. Some of my Steam games just do not let me do that, and I don't really know why. Here we go. There's another player. It's kind of obvious because he's the least immersive person in the area. All right. Get Miri out of the shot. There we go. Man, this is, I have a huge folder full of screenshots from back when I was on the Xbox. Just this game. I traveled all over Tamriel, just taking photographs, kind of LARPing as a photographer, so to speak. And anyway, back to my story. So I had this game in the beta, and I played it for a while, but my computer, it was my grandma's computer, and it was shit. So I eventually just gave up trying. Some point during the beta, and I guess at some point Bethesda must have gifted Imperial Edition copies of the game to beta players, because I didn't even know I had it. When I got my Xbox One, I got it around the same time the game itself released on Xbox One. And I played it there exclusively for years. I could look that up right now, actually. Give me a moment. Oh, let me take my fucking hat back off. I just kind of don't like that version of the Nord hat helmet. Anyway. So I didn't show anybody on stream this, but I was showing Ace last night. I pull this up. Go to studio mode. No chats, no views. Oh well. Yeah, there's okay. Okay, there's studio mode right here. So now I can mess around on this. Find the window that I want. Speed dial. Get everything set up before I switch it over for you guys. So that way it just doesn't look like garbage. Alright. There we go. You all should be seeing my Opera window. And all the shady websites that I have here. PirateBase.net, cs.ren.ru. Yeah. I wonder if this is up. It is. This was down last night. I could not get to Vim's lair for anything. Anyway, this isn't what I brought you guys here for. Exophase. Right, my profile. Right here. This is what we're playing right now. Elder Scrolls Online Steam version. I have just under 400 hours in this game. This is, as I was explaining to Ace last night, this is only the latest iteration of this game that I've been playing. I started with, obviously, a Bethesda.net version of the game. Then I switched to then I switched to this version. Look at that. Look at how many fucking hours I put into this game. Just on the Xbox alone. 1,300 hours. My God. I just can't even believe it myself, to be honest. It's a lot. But then I switched to this. It was just Tamriel Unlimited, which is what it was called when I bought it. And then it turned into one Tamriel and all that crap. But I actually can still access this version of the game thanks to the Xbox app and having a Game Pass Ultimate at the moment. I can still access that version of the game. So if anybody actually wants to see that, let me know in the comments, because nobody's going to watch this live. But yeah, I could show you some of my old characters. My original main for this was another dual-wielding sorcerer. He was a Breton, though. Which is goofy, because in the end, I didn't actually use him as a magic character. I ended up making him a stamina character, which is okay. I used one of the what's the guy's name? Yes, oh. So builds. See if I can find the guy. Deltia's. I had actually used one of Deltia's builds for that main character on the Xbox One version. And it was all centered around the dual wield spinning attack. And the sorcerers, whichever morph of the Dark Exchange skill that allows you to sacrifice magicka for health and stamina. That's the one I was using. And you can basically, if you did it right, you could give yourself an almost infinite area of effect damage damage funnel, you know. You just I don't know, go at people forever. Looks like I got a lot of achievements. Well, a lot, not nearly as many as there are. 25. It's a lot, especially compared to what I've got. I don't have anything. I don't know if the Steam version has achievements. But anyway, I used the Bethesda.net version. No, I didn't finish that story. That main character, I accidentally deleted him once, thinking I was deleting a different character. I guess I had drastically changed his look, and I didn't realize which character I was looking at. His name was Apollodorus, if I remember right. And I actually have screenshots of him still. If any of you guys were around, if any of you guys were around back then, I'll show you. Hopefully I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. Give me a second. This screenshot here. Yeah, I can't tell. How about I just do a desktop capture? I know it's very unprofessional to do a desktop capture. Anyway, this picture, this guy right here, that was my main. This is my thumbnail from the very first round table. And this is the surcoat for my original guild that I was with. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was just a random guild I joined, and it ended up being a really nice, laid back, but active guild. And we would have like groups of like 10 of us, just we'd be online doing our own thing, and then all of a sudden Leonidas was the name of the guy that led the guild. He'd come on and he'd be like, hey, anybody want to go hunting sky shards with me in Cyrodiil? And then like all of us that were online would be like, hell yeah, let's go do that. And at the time, NPCs did not scale to your level like they do now. And so, you know, any chance we had where we could get a bunch of us together to go into Cyrodiil and do non-alliance related stuff, we would, because then we could take out all those really high level NPCs. Now, Cyrodiil always kind of did scale to your level if you were under level 50 to some extent, but it never worked as good as it does now in the base game. It was always kind of, well, you know, the reason why is because your gear scales to your level now. Your gear goes through the scales, and that didn't used to happen. You were stuck with your basic stats. I have one more. I have a couple more pictures of this guy now that I think about it. At least a couple. There's some goofy screenshots. And see, this is the guy I went around taking my pictures with. I would do... I picked up some random orc dude that I didn't even notice. This is an Alakir desert somewhere. I think. Is there any more with him? Oh yeah. This is table number 2. I don't know. Yeah, but this is me with my power surge ability next to some random sorcerer girl. This is this Daggerfall? Yeah, this has to be Daggerfall. There's this little wall over here, and back behind that is the bay. Yeah, that was my main alliance back then, was Daggerfall Covenant. Oh yeah. I got all kinds of... See, I've got thumbnails for days here. This is actually me, because Apollodorus was also a werewolf. This is also Alakir. Back in those days, I had never lived in a real desert before, so I kind of liked deserts. There's southern Cyrodiil. This is nearby a fort. Guess Castle Bloodmane, I suppose. This would be down near Leyawen, near the border with what do they call it now? Blackwood? I don't know. Anyway, I've got a ton of those. I wonder if I could find at least one that I could call like my favorite. Hey, that's a No Man's Sky. Is that the round table too? Yes, it is. How do we music? Round table number 2. Okay. Windhelm. You know what? I always like these rocks. They don't look like much right now, but back in the day, the rocks on these DLC zones always looked so great because of how horrible the rocks looked like in base areas. Like this is a base area, right? These rocks look all low poly, you know, and the textures aren't exactly realistic looking because they all look like they're just crumbling, you know, really basic rocks. And then you cut to something like the Rothgarian Mountains here, and it looks quite a bit better. They don't look like they're crumbling. They have like ridges, little lines through it, but they don't look like they're cracked. There's a crack here, there's a crack here. There's a spot where it looks like something broke off of this rock. But overall, it looks a lot better. And if I had any pictures from like Thieves Guild or something like that, that would be even better. It looks like I got Reaper's March. That's more from the Rift. Stormhaven Castle. No, that's Ebonheart. I think this might actually be the city of Ebonheart. No. What is this? Remember what that is. This one's Ebonheart. Just outside of Ebonheart, I believe. Taking pictures of castles and stuff like that. Like the tower. Newly captured fort in Citadel. Back when I used to PvP. This is what my character Apollodorus looked like without the helmet on. Or without the mask on. Anyway. Oh, I don't want to exit. Shit. I didn't even show you guys that shit, did I? Because I didn't transition. Yeah. Just go through and click on all those pictures. This was Apollodorus without the mask. Round table number 1. Table number 3, where I'm standing next to random mage lady. This was the keep that I was so proud of helping to take from the Eldmary Dominion. I don't know what it's called. If I went to Cyrodiil, I could probably figure out which one it was. So it was my comparison from the crappy early game rocks. See the ones that they did in the DLCs. Much more reserved with their cracks. The textures are a little more realistic. You know? The castle pictures I showed. This is the one that's over by Ebonheart somewhere. This one I don't think is Ebonheart. There's quite a few places that kind of look like this, so I'm not sure where that is. Stormhaven Castle. It's probably not the name of the castle. It's probably me saying, oh, it's a castle in Stormhaven. And this is the other one I showed you that you didn't get to see. But that's not, obviously. I got kicked for inactivity. Okay. So back in here. Okey-dokey. See, these are the kind of mounts that I would never ever get. Can't wait to try that. Right now on the PTS, all they're doing is looking at a dungeon DLC where you get 2 new dungeons. Next one will be this. Probably around July or something like that. I don't like stuff like that. Fork of Horripilation. Alter your one-header weapon outfit style with a replica of the Fork of Horripilation. Yeah, okay. School skin. Daily reward, I guess. I don't think I have any active effects going on. The only active effect is Boone the Warrior. Okay. So I might as well Yeah, I've got a ton of these. We'll save the 151 for a day when I'm super active, doing tons of questing. We'll do one of these because I got a whole bunch of them. Well, I got 3 of them. Oh, there we go, for an hour. Man, I just really annoyed. See, this skill here, Poison Arrow, used to be the very first skill that you unlocked. And Focus Aim was... Well, Focus Aim was at the end. It was called Snipe. Yeah, Snipe. And that's the other way around. And it's kind of annoying. I guess it's probably because Poison Arrow was very spammable. And instead of just making it harder to spam, they just put it at the very end of the skill line. Okay, so I have some missions I can do here. I'm still trying to go through the storyline. But I could finish my story about my journey through Elder Scrolls Online. So anyway, I accidentally deleted that character. And I got myself a decent PC a little later down the line. And I just started all over again on the PC. It was the Bethesda.net version, so I didn't really get to...
What are you going to do about that Dominion soldier?
I didn't really get to show you guys how much time I spent on that, and I don't even know if there's a way to find out. All I know is that I spent a lot of time in it. But I was still going back and forth between Xbox and PC for a while, because I was really disappointed to find out that none of my progress that I made on the Xbox carried over. Are you serious? Do this to me while I'm on a live stream? Try it again. Yeah. There we go. A little slow on the drop. Ring of Hatchling Shout. Do I have one of those? Alright. Sell that or take it apart or something.
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
Fla? Oh wow. A dumber word I've never heard before. What? I'm not used to that. At least she didn't call me N1, huh?
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies.
He hates that, by the way. So anyway, I had a hard transition to the PC because of all the stuff that I had. I had to slowly work it back up on the PC, and I never really got there. The other reason why my main character is only level 33 is because as soon as I got onto the PC, I started using the public test server, and I became addicted to it. Because why go through all the time and effort to get back all of the things that I used to have? Because it was a very long process getting all that stuff. Why do all that When I could just make a max level character in the BTS once every couple months.
Saint Veloth, his spirit appeared. Vice Canon Haytamine asked us to watch the southerly approach. The Dominion seemed determined to get to Loriasel, no matter the cost. The Vice Canon took it upon herself to find out why.
What happened?
Vice Canon Haytamine's contingent left to investigate the Dominion presence in Loriasel. A short time ago, Lamia boiled out of the ruins. How can I
I've
assist the
noticed.
hero of Tenmar Walk?
I know what the Dominion plans with the Namek egg.
Then you must inform Vice Canon Haytamine immediately. She left for the ruins above to scout the aftermath of a battle between Dominion and Lamias. Go quickly and quietly.
I'll find Vice Canon Haytamine.
The Vice Canon knows what she's doing.
I tell you what. Argonians look really weird when they're wearing Dunmer helmets, man. That just does not look right. Okay. Well. Oh, we can't have that not while we're in the swamp. As long as we're in the swamp, I'm gonna be using one of these. And I think I'm gonna go with my Kagudi. Because I just really like the Kagudi. See, and I've got my Dunmer friend riding on a speckled guar. See, this is what I meant by preferred camera too. See, I'm first person on my mount. Get our bear out.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homagers.
Maybe you should, but instead you were wandering around in southern Cyrodiil. And I found you. A diva? God. Could they have come up with a cringier name for that class of Lamian? Cool looking though. The color scheme. I like it. A ghost? Okie-dokie. What's that? Oh, the serpent. Well, we better at least go discover it. Slavers. Are they going to attack me if I get too close? Yes.
Many blessings upon you for saving me.
I didn't do it for you, bro. I literally did it because they attacked me when I was walking past.
Quite a bounty. I'm glad I don't have to carry it.
I could have given a rat's ass about Dunmer farming equipment. Is this how you honor the sixth house in the tribe and mourn? Serpent discovered. What does the one I have do? Weapon damage. Oh god. Vampires? No, thank you. I don't know. I don't know if Shadowfen is one of the regions that has vampires that can actually infect you or not. I know Bankerai for the Covenant. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
We got him. Yeah. The Dominion. Ah. Ketamine. Vice cannon ketamine.
The Dominion stirred up the Lamias nesting within Loria's cell. Keep your voice low. I understand they're quite sensitive to sound. You were the one ray of sunlight to shine upon Tenmore Walk. Come brighten my day.
I know Ruvitar's plan for the Nimic egg.
I'd smile wider than a slaughterfish at your success, but I suspect Ruvitar's plans involve using the Nemic egg for an unspeakable horror. Go on, then. Speak it.
He wants to sever the link between the Hist and the Argonians.
That's all? Then we must stop him, and quickly. Search the remains of this camp for any indication of Ruvitar's whereabouts. I'll rally the soldiers and prepare to assault the ruins.
I'll see what I can find.
Be swift. More Lamias.
Be swift. Ruvitar's journal. A memorandum on Nimic acquisition. Initial experiments uncovered a formula to duplicate the Nimic phenomenon. We've yet to replicate the process utilized by a tree minder, yet our solution is both elegant and thorough. The Hist sap proves to be an invaluable byproduct. I hope to bring many specimens back to the Crystal Tower to further research possible uses. Most Argonian subjects prove uncooperative, but we've had some success using the extractions from the Hist as a crude form of coercive. This warrants a full investigation, one which I will personally oversee. Alchemist Ruvitar. Thought I heard somebody. The dead Argonian's wrists bear fresh shackle scars. A sticky substance oozes out from beneath his body.
Smoke, ash, and fire. Just like home.
Sorry, Mary, I don't think it was smoke, ash, and fire under him. The sticky substance looks like a mixture of tree sap and blood. It oozes slowly from a mortal wound on his chest. His body is lukewarm. Scrawled inside his shirt collar are the words, Subject 17. Oh my god. Hold on. Got this.
Oh my god!
That's an Easter egg. That's an Assassin's Creed Easter egg. Subject 17 is Desmond Miles. Must be the last clue. Request denied.
Over here.
Soldier Kazdi. Your request for transfer is denied. You'll act with deference and attend to Alchemist Ruvatar's orders, or you'll face prescriptive judgment. I realize punitive expeditions aren't why you signed up, but a soldier's lot isn't to choose orders. Alchemist Ruvatar's arguably unconventional methods will lead to a quick and humane submission of the Pact, allowing us to focus our attention elsewhere. Never forget that Cyrodiil is our true prize. And Kazdi, between you and me, your mouth is bigger than the Elden Tree. If he discovers your source of the Brute Vitar nickname, you're the source of the Brute Vitar nickname, you might just find out the full extent of his experiments firsthand. Maybe I should have been reading that as a wood elf. Oh my god.
Oh my god! What's wrong with your face?
Have you seen Vice Cannon Hademin? Our scouts spotted the Dominion's main force.
Where are the Dominion?
The Dominion retreated into the ruins after the Lamias tore them apart. If we strike while they're bloody, we can pay them back for 10 more walk.
I like how there's just a Lamia standing behind the tree, just like watching us while we talk. Vice Cannon Hatemin is rallying soldiers to assault the ruins.
Then we must learn where the crocodile rests its head, so we can crush it in one blow. I shouldn't ask, but after 10 more walk, I must. If we knew Ruvatar's movements, we could end this abruptly. Would you do us the honor of finding the crocodile's lair?
Yeah. I'll find all the crocodile's lairs. The crest, the creamy center, all of it. I'll enter the ruins and search for Ruvatar. You go and do something else. Stay the hell away from me with your stupid face mask. Don't look at me like that. I saw you eavesdropping. What are you looking at, Lamia? If I can cut through you so easily, how weak must these Dominion soldiers be? What a bunch of milk drinkers. Oh yeah, here we go. God. Now I know what the BG3 Dragonborns reminded me of. It reminded me of Lamia, like their faces. Yeah, that's it. I get to the door without being seen. Probably not. Of course not. That count as a backstab. So, because I was in the middle of conversation almost the entire time last night, I don't know if anybody heard me explain that when you're playing Elder Scrolls Online, every time you see a bookcase, you need to open it up. Even if you don't intend on actually reading it. Sounds like a Redguard book. The reason why is because of stuff like that. That's a lore book. If I hadn't already read that one, it would have given me experience in my Mage's Guild skill line.
Bringing a book for travel is well worth the pack space. Shame they're so heavy.
Also, you can come across actual skill books that will level up your skill, your basic skill tree. You know, whatever skill that they happen to be working on. For example, if you find a skill book for the bow, it levels up the bow skill to 27, right? If I found one right now. Oh, great. I can morph it now that I've spent my fucking skill point. Alright, anyway. Like this. Okay, here's one I haven't read. See, Mage's Guild skill line just went up a little bit. It didn't go up a full amount. Alright, is that one dead, or is he gonna get up off the ground? Nope.
Release her before hungry snake ladies return.
Casty is really gonna make me not want to kill her, isn't she? Hello? You must be Kazdi, the one whose notes I was reading in the camp. Don't run away from me. I came here to extend an olive branch to you.
No. They've left Kazdi to die. Curse brute Vitar.
Hey. I don't have a problem with cats.
Brute Vitar sealed us out. Kazdi's fellows all dead, killed by dirty snake ladies. No doubt this pecked soldier kills poor Kazdi now. This swamp, I hate it. Endless woe. Poor Kazdi.
You know what, Kazdi? I agree with you 100%. I hate this swamp as well. It's hot, it's sweaty, there's bugs everywhere. Tell you what. If you help me stop Ruvitar, I assure you the pact will extend an olive branch to you. Get you safely out of this swamp. Anywhere you want to go.
Questions? Not blades? Yes. Merciful pecked soldier takes pity on Kazdi. Ruvitar took his big glowing egg behind that door and sealed it up. He's like a spider wearing a sash. Treat with respect, salute often. But Kazdi knows, still a spider.
Ruvitar is a spider?
No, a high elf.
but he does awful things to swamp lizards through their special trees. Poisons them like a spider's bite, see? Ruvitar uses his big, glowing egg to destroy swamp lizards behind a door, like a clawless coward. That is all Kazdi knows.
You know, you speak of me as if I am strange for not attacking you and being a member of the pact, but you are kind of strange for a Khajiit. Generally speaking, sneakiness and poison, these are the kinds of things that Khajiit tend to favor. Your people tend to be assassins and thieves. How do I stop Ruvitar?
Open sealed door, squash Ruvitar flat, wash foot. Kazdi can help open the seal. Ruvitar bragged of defenses so often, Kazdi knows them like her own whiskers.
You say that. But when you say wash foot, are you saying you're gonna lick your own foot?
Simple. Kazdi wishes to stop the clawless high elf who kills swamp lizard babies and leaves Dominion soldiers to die. And see elsewhere again, maybe. If Kazdi shows you how to remove seal on door, you splatter Ruvitar. Deal?
You can help, but I'm tying your hands. No, I don't want to do that. Oh god, I really didn't want to do that.
Lead on, friend of Kazdi.
What do we do first?
Ruvitar drew power from 3 Aliot crystals to seal the door. If you activate the crystals, they take back their power from the door. Then you open the door and wallop Ruvitar. Simple, yes?
Where are these crystals?
The first one is near the sealed door. The others are in the same room, but held up high in claws. Fear not, merciful friend. Passages lead to the claws through hordes of angry dead and countless snake ladies. But Kazdi keeps light on her feet.
The reason why I wouldn't want to tie Kazdi up is because Kazdi is clearly clearly hates the guy I'm going after, and Kazdi is also a trained Aldmeri Dominion soldier who could be useful in a fight. Okay. Wow, okay. Not very far away, are they? Well, I'm gonna have to go into defensive mode. Because I now have someone with me to protect. So that was an undead. They were both undead. Now that's a lot of worms. And crawlers. But we could use those to go fishing later. Ancient warrior. Oh, 2 ancient. Okay, an ancient warrior, ancient vanguard, and a wraith. Gosh. Make use of those damage shields, guys. I just turn that off? Because here, see, I can look at Kazdi and I can see her health bar under my compass. I don't need to see a health bar above her head. So I want my indicators to be minimal as possible. What is this sword? Iliad? That's a Breton sword. I can tell you by its design that that's Breton. It looks exactly like the Breton greatsword that I crafted at the forge.
Lost. My blade shattered. What bears a knight with missing means? Only despair.
I just started a side quest, didn't I? I guess maybe it makes sense. The Bretons are somewhat descended from the Aliads, right? The half Aliad, half Nede. Been fighting undead this entire game. Alright. So let me get this straight. The world is being taken over by necromancers. Since the Emperor has died, and the dragon fires are no longer lit, the Daedric Prince Molagval is invading Tamriel, and the provinces of Tamriel have all joined together into 3 factions, and they are warring over the throne rather than just searching for a dragonborn to put on the throne and light the dragon fires. Oh yes, the dragon fires already exist. Because this is after Alessia. So, when you come across, obviously, the Worm Cult and the Necromancers are the main enemy that we all face. When you come across someone, a plot of an enemy faction in the war using necromancy, how likely is it that necromancy is a subversion orchestrated
I didn't know you were
by the
interested in that
Worm
genre.
Cult?
I'll have to remember that. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
In others' hands, a theft unparalleled. Honor demands satisfaction. In the name of my liege.
Is that just a chest? And it's an already open chest, so I have no reason to even want to go over there. Right. Was I able to... I don't think I got my soul trap out quick enough. I was trying to soul trap him. Not that I have a bunch of empty soul gems laying around, but I need to level up my soul magic. So that way I can get a special skill. Special passive skill, mind you. Alright, bookshelf. Just gonna do this.
Off with you, Swit!
Yep, I got that soul. Spinning a story. Though they are our allies in the Aldmeri Dominion, I have had only a little time to study the Bosma. Their culture is strange and seems insular. Alright. Though they are our allies in the Aldmeri Dominion, I've had only a little time to study the Bosma. Their culture is strange and seems insular, and they do not write much down. Asking questions can be dangerous, as the Bosma are wary of strangers. That is, with one exception. Their priests, shamans, or spinners, as they call them, are quite loquacious indeed. Getting a spinner to talk is not at all difficult. Understanding what they are talking about is. The Bosma spinners are essentially priests of Ifri, but unlike other priests who seem most concerned with leading their people in worship, spinners are more like bards or historians for the Bosma. They live their lives as if they are narrating a story and speaking in much the same way. But these aren't just gaffers and gammers speaking of the good old days. Spinners weave tales about future events. They divine and prophesy the same way other people remember the past, and the older the spinner, the more powerful his or her prescience seems to be. When I arrived in Sylvanar, the youngest of the city's 3 spinners, Einril, greeted me at the bridge. There, in the shadow of the Guardian, the young spinner related to me the tale of my travels right up to the gates, and then continued as if the next few days had already happened. I won't even attempt to relate what happened when I met the 2 elder spinners of Sylvanar, at least not until I understand it better. All 3 spinners seem upset about something. I hope to learn, and of course, document more.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
Yes, I know, Mary. You tell me all the time.
A slave in such finery. Her loin, no doubt. Grovel suitably for your crimes, and I may behead you apace. What madness! I, bereft of weapons and arms, and a slave. Dare speak? Be you a dream spirit sent by the Enchanter to test my resolve? Very well, Foulwind. We away to my liege. I'll waver not from duty, despite the Enchanter's ploy.
I'm no slave, Iliad. I'm an Admoran. Your people never set foot on my continent. What am I supposed to do here? Find the Enchanter. Okay. It looks like that's closer, so let's do that first. very much closer. All I have to do is go in here. Oh. Done. Let's look for books. Year 2920, Volume 8. The time of the Ebonheart Pact. The wheel of time turns. Oh no. That's another elf. Bowyer and Fletcher. Wait a minute. Mead. A drinking song. Mead, wonderful wet, sinfully sweet. Heft your mead horns and hold your mugs high. We want to keep drinking until we do die. Mead, it's what the body needs. It makes us strong and wise and brave. There's nothing better, it's what we crave. Mead. I drink it morning, noon, and eve. I like it spiced and sweet and powerful. I'll soon be drunk, and that's quite probable. Mead. Okay. That's a very clunky song. As a musician, that's my professional opinion.
You bear the implements of my thralls, yet skin and sinew drape your bones. You're more than a wandering collection of ritual components. But what precisely?
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin. Oh, Jesus.
What treachery! The enchanter claims my liege lord's chambers. How could this... My Meridius light. I recollect it. The enchanter decreed us slay our liege lord. We gave chase, our blades flickering like fading Vala stones, and...
Why would you kill your liege lord? Elf.
Though the enchanter overthrew my liege lord with trickery, my oath binds me true. I must obey him as my new liege lord. You awaken a truth long since dead. Leave me to my misery, slave.
You call me a slave one more time, and I will make sure you're exorcised from existence. You sound more like a slave than a knight.
Still your tongue, lowborn. Think not to abscond with the enchanter's phylactery, nor any other treasure within these walls, or so my oath compels me to say.
Did you swear an oath to your liege lord or to the enchanter?
Such wisdom in a slave. My oath was to forever bear arms and armor in the name of my liege lord. Your plunderous ways freed me from mystification. I swore to my liege lord, not the enchanter. This travesty ends now.
Your insolence knows no bounds, you fool.
How dare you stand in my presence? Show deference to your new liege lord.
I deny your claim upon me. Begone, foul trickster!
Okay. I'm here for him.
I sense the enchanter banished, but only for a trice. He shall return to mete out weighty punishment. I cannot destroy the phylactery, but I beseech you do so. End the source. If Meridia favors me, enchanter shall perish with the source of his power. Your thievery must be held account, but leniency is in order. Perhaps a finger of your choice? Slave, tell me true. Do I seem vigorous and lively? The world seems indistinct.
You're dead, and you've been dead for a great many years. But don't worry. If you hadn't died in this tomb with your enchanter and your liege lord. Lineal Whitestrake would have most likely killed you.
Then you are no slave, and I am no longer a knight. But I discharge my oath in spirit as in flesh. What knight can hope for such fortune? Meridia, guide your hand true upon the phylactery.
I'll destroy the phylactery, alright. Don't you worry about that. Thanks. I broke your thingy. And I'll take these ashes. Not that they're any good to me. It's probably some poor idiot's body. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Shrunk.
I guess this is a fight now.
Oh my god. I knew that's how that would end up working. I completed the research, my lord. We can accomplish what you desire. The spirits of all noble-born warriors will be bound to their liege lord. This process masks the binding incantation as part of the knighting ceremony. The enchantment in the knight's sword and shield compels the spirit to serve, whether in life or death. With this citadel full of willing thralls, Loriacel will never be overrun. As per your instructions, my lord, I poisoned every apprentice assisting in the binding incantation's devisement. The secret shall be kept between us alone. Okay. So they actually put a spell on that knight. He was under the effects of sorcery when he killed his liege lord. You know what I just realized? I made a whole new character yesterday for the purpose of going through the main story. But I didn't have to do that because this character hasn't gone through the main story yet. All he's been working on, all this guy's been working on is his alliance quests. And he did a little bit of Dark Heart of Skyrim stuff. be cool if I do this. You spotted Lamia skulking about the outskirts of the ruins. This could be the prelude of a concerted attack. Should they breach our defenses and force, abandon the prisoners and retreat to the designated rally point, perhaps the poor wretches will buy us enough time to escape. Underil. Get over there quick enough. Can't believe they both died at the same time. Another side quest.
So much death. My students, my egg siblings, none survived the Dominion's experiments. Now the Lamias take their bodies for food. Please, help me recover their bodies so they can return to the Hist.
Sorry about running off like that, but my stomach was killing me. What happened to you?
Dominion soldiers brought us here for that alchemist's experiments. Rule Vitar, I heard them say. None of my students survived. And now, the Lamias took their corpses. A shadow scale freed me and offered to recover the bodies. But she needs help.
I could help recover the bodies.
Then work with Aquinas. She'd have the bodies already if the Lamia cave didn't stink of death. She's blind, you see, but still a shadow scale. Mark the bodies with this paste. She'll track the scent and sneak the bodies from the Lamia cave.
I'll mark the bodies for Aquinas to recover.
Thank you for pity.
Hello, fellow human.
He found another to help. Praise Sithis. Another body. Thanks for lending your sight. Mahi regains his spirits. Good work, outsider.
Mahi Mahi. See anything worth having in here.
All right, don't cry for Mummy.
I slipped Mahi past the lamias. Go, speak to him.
Dear yet, missed that. I need to go and activate that other keystone. Oh, maybe I should do this first.
The bodies of my egg siblings were desecrated by the Lamia Queen. Until they're whole, I cannot return them to the Hist. Akinas brought the bodies to me, but they are mauled, broken apart. What was stolen must be returned, or their angry spirits will haunt Loriacel until the void takes us all. The Lamia Queen did this. I am sure of it. I saw her flaunting them as trophies. Slay her and bring what you find to me. Akinas and I return to the antechamber with the bodies. I'll wait for you there.
There she is. Okay.
Try breaking free!
Weird. Character did not want to attack for a second.
You lead.
destroy some stuff that isn't going to be worth anything. The low tier shit.
Don't like your odds.
Nothing worthwhile. Is down here too, so it works out.
Gerent Newly Malam said I'd find you inside, but reported nothing of your Dominion prisoner.
It's no use. Unless they're whole, the spirits of the... They say Lamias can talk, if they wish it. From what I've seen, they're little more than beasts. Please restore...
I rejoin my egg siblings in the Hist.
You've led me back to moisture. Hist be with you.
I hear the Hist. Am I free?
I bring memories of your aid to the Hist. It's done. Once the fight... Oh, not a...
I knew to expect you, but not one of Ruvitar's soldiers. I take it she's your prisoner? You've interrogated her, yes? You'll forgive me for not thanking one of Vice Canon Rondar's murderers for turning her coat. But the Khajiit is your prisoner. What would you do with her? You can't be serious. The Dominion stole our soldiers' skins, murdered a Vice Canon, and destroyed Argonian eggs at the hour of their birth. Beheading would be leniency. Set one of these Dominion criminals free after the terror they brought to Shadowfen? Ruvitar plans to end the Argonians as a species. You earned my trust at Tenmar Walk, but this is too much to stomach.
Casti is...
They'll consider
free to
Ruvitar's
go?
experiments an extravagant
Truly?
waste of resources and focus their attention elsewhere. I'll escort the Khajiit from the ruins and meet you inside the Inner Bailey. Ruvitar won't see another sunrise. Wait.
Casti will not forget.
Should only one of us
1,000
walk from these
blessings upon
ruins,
you.
you must allow me to thank you on behalf of Shadowfen citizens. Sithis guide your steps in the darkness, and refrain his embrace until you will it. I must be sentimental in my old age. All this death weighs upon me like a second set of scales, yet there is more of it ahead. Are you ready to show Ruvitar he cannot break the pact?
Really tired, and I need to quit. So, here's the problem. I think if I log out now, I'll have to go all the way through this dungeon again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Either way. If I get tired. She looked disappointed with that. Ready? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. That works. Ready, guys. Scene 2. Anyway, I'm really freaking tired. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. But it was nice hanging out with you guys. Oh, that's what this is. This is the scene I wanted to go with for the exit. Oh, I had fun. Hope everybody else had fun too. I'm really enjoying doing Elder Scrolls Online. It's such a pleasure to stream. It's so smooth. Everything is so smooth. And I have all my graphics settings maxed out. But you know, Elder Scrolls Online has always been one of those games that's more CPU intensive than it is, graphics card. So that could be it. But anyways, last thing I'm gonna go out with is, this isn't sponsored or anything like that, but hours played. Thing I've spent the most hours in, Star Trek Online. I might do that next time, or maybe this one. I don't know. Either way, see you guys later. See you guys later.